So hello and a very good afternoon to all of you. Let me first start by thanking PSIT and TED for giving me an opportunity to stand in front of the future leaders of India and the future of tomorrow and give my ideas on a wonderful topic like ideas in you. But today, because there are so many youngsters here, I want to talk about my own story. And this is the story where I am the hero. Yes, in every story and in everyone's story, one is the hero. But I come from Mumbai, and you will find these phenomenal artists in Mumbai, in a place called Bollywood, where these artists could be script writers, producers, directors, and even music directors of their own films. I, pretty much very early in my life, realized that I am the author of my own life. And that's what I wanted it to be. But I also realized that I'm not only the author of my own life, I'm the master of my own fate. I'm the captain of my own soul. And I'm the king of my own dreams. And that is when I set out towards my journey to be where I am. The best thing about you being the author of your own life is that you can draw out the character of your own hero. How you want the hero to be? What should be the character? What is the role that you want the hero to play? And as I stand in front of you, it is an immense pleasure to tell you that today I'm a mother of 2 young boys, a successful wife of an even more successful husband, a loving daughter of 2 sets of parents, an entrepreneur, a social activist, a politician, and now a TED speaker. But how do you think I achieved all of this? Today is Guru Purab, and I think I am going to give out the Guru mantra of my life on this platform. In fact, for all of those who follow me on social media, I give out these mantras for the young youth of tomorrow under the hashtag of Shweta Niti. Because when I followed these strategies, I was successful. And I can guarantee you that if you follow this strategy, you are going to be successful as well. Because life is as simple as it gets. You sow and you reap. So when I started out, what is it that I thought? In my head, it was very simple. In my head, your life is like a car, and your mind is the driver. And I'm sure you've heard all this before. It's all in the mind. You need to motivate yourself, and all other sorts of bullshit. But let me tell you, motivation is nothing. It's like bathing. You need to get up every single day and motivate yourself to do better than what you did yesterday. And so, I thought, my driver of my own car needs to be trained. And like every good driver who handles a car knows that the best driver is somebody who manages the car with the accelerator. And trust me, if you train your mind well, if you have a trained driver, you do not and you will never break in your life. But what's crucial is how do you train the mind? If it was so easy, everyone would have done it. But there are tricks. And more importantly, there are threats. How do you think somebody becomes extremely successful? And why do some people fail? They all have similar minds. But the key lies not on the accelerator, not on the brake, but it is the clutch. Because the gears in your life shift when you learn how to operate the clutch of your life. And for operating the clutch of your life, one, you need to push it. Second, you need to release it. And you need to release it like that. Very simple theory, but my own theory. Your mind is trained to save you from risks. So every time when you drive and you see that the road is empty and now I want to accelerate, and from the third gear I want to push on to the fourth gear, and from the fourth gear I want to push on to the fifth, something in your mind works and says, no, hold on, you can topple down, probably this is not the right time. Wait, you could have a turn, you could have a fast vehicle from in front. That is habit. It's habitual for your mind to be trained to stop you from getting hurt. It's habitual for your mind to save you from any kind of risk. But you need to trick your mind. And how do you trick your mind? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and snap, you take the decision. Yes, I will put the gear. So it is the clutch which is extremely, extremely important. And this is what the young should understand. And for that, you need to push your limits. For that, you need to release everything, all your mind blocks, and give it your best. When the entire world was trying to get into the dot-com wave, I set out to do mechanical engineering. There were hardly girls in my class, but I wanted to do mechanical engineering because that is what my script said. When everyone passed out of engineering, like most of you all will, and opted for high-paying IT jobs during that time, I decided to go back to an engineering company, a Swedish multinational, because that's what I thought that I had studied for, and that's where my engineering degree and my marketing MBA degree could be used. But yes, I had to apply the clutch and change the gears because this multinational Swedish company had never, ever taken a woman in their marketing and sales roles. And I pushed my limits. I gave the interview 5 times, but got through. And what's crucial and what's important is, after giving my 8 years to this organization, Today, when I stand here, I know that there are 400 young women who work for that organization. So when you pave way for something not done before, it's going to be difficult for you, and you are going to be challenged. But remember, you will be followed, and you will lead by example. And that is the crucial idea that can change your life. So what exactly, how do you train your mind, or how do you trick your mind? Very simple. And I followed a very, very simple methodology. Every time that I wanted to take a decision, every time that I was stepping out beyond my limits, I thought to myself, am I different? Am I being different? Am I thinking different? And most importantly, am I making a difference to somebody? If not to the country, if not to the society, am I making a difference to myself, my family, my own people? And that's what I tried all my life. I was an outlier. But when you are outlier, you can be outstanding. And that's what life has proved to me. And that's what I tell young people like you. Don't be scared to take risks. Your mind is going to stop you. Habits are going to stop you. Your people around you are going to save you from the risk. Your mom is going to ask you. So I was working in this fantastic Swedish multinational company. And very soon, in about 6 years' time, with a multiple promotion, earning much more than what my counterparts were earning in the IT companies that they had joined. And one fine day, I quit. I quit. And when my dad asked me, what is it that you quit for? I said, I want to be an entrepreneur. He said, what the hell is that? I said, I want to do something on my own. He turned around and said, "Tum business karogi?" My father was also director of an engineering college like that till about a couple of months ago. And they opened a small entrepreneurship development cell, and they called me as the chief guest. And while on stage, as I was sitting with my father, he walked up to the mic first because I was the chief guest. And he said, "This is the girl who has taught me the meaning of entrepreneurship." Everyone will come back to you if you believe in yourself. And if you are able to trick and train your own mind. And so, what started off as a journey with a few thousand rupees is today multiple business lines and a few 100 crore business. And why I could do it? I could do it because when I realized that my mind is getting comfortable in my job, getting promotions, getting a salary back home, having a car, that's when I tricked my mind. I said 4, 3, 2, 1, and I quit. Today, we have few thousand people around the globe, offices across different nations. And what we do is we teach people something called as design thinking, which means we teach people how to be different. We teach corporates how they need to make products which are products made differentiated from what is available in the market today. And that is when they can be innovative and they can lead the change. We teach young people like you how innovation and research is crucial to be employable. And while everyone else would have enjoyed being successful, earning the profits after so much of hard work, I realized I had tricked my mind once again into walking over to other youth, other women, and hand-holding them so that they could set up enterprises of their own, so that they could do a startup of their own. I traveled across the nation, across my own state, and helped, talked, supported, and handheld other people to ensure that they built an ecosystem to grow as entrepreneurs. And while in this process, I realized that there are so many people like me who wanted to contribute to their societies, to other people. They wanted to give up. And that's when I knew that I needed a platform where people could come together and volunteer for their nations, for their societies, for other people, selflessly, like they needed nothing out of it, because I needed nothing out of it. And so, from an engineer to an employee to an entrepreneur, all of a sudden, I was a social activist. I built a platform which is called Mukhyamantri Mitra, in which, if you want to volunteer for your nation, you can just pump up and spend 10 hours of your week by giving your skill set, by giving your time, and giving your effort for your own nation, for your own people. And all I was doing was thinking different. I realized I had traveled the world. In UK, people give 25% of our own time to the society. I had traveled to the US, where it is mandatory for volunteerism to be a part of your curriculum. And in India, philanthropy only meant check philanthropy. And that's when I decided there have to be people like me who want to walk over the bridge and tell to others, I want to help you and I need nothing from you. All they needed was somebody to connect them, somebody to think a little beyond, think different. And that's what I did. I created a platform. While I was creating this platform, and of course, on the side, I had a wonderful opportunity to work with then Chief Minister and now the current Prime Minister. And very soon, from being a social activist, today, I represent the world's largest political party called Bharatiya Janata Party. One of the most vibrant states, the state of Maharashtra. And I work and advise one of the most dynamic young chief ministers that India has, Mr. Devendra Fadnavis. All part of my script that I had written for myself. All because I believed that I am the hero and I am the author of my own life. All because I was thinking different. Today, as a politician, it is important that we move towards a society which is educated and understands collaborativeness, collectiveness, and the power of the youth. India is the only country which has 35% population lesser than 35 years of age. Maharashtra, the state that I come from, has 50% people less than 35 years of age. But how long are we going to have this advantage? Exactly 15 more years. So in 15 long years, we have to do together, dream together, and work together to take India to where we want it to be. And that's how I thought, different. So when I started working with the Honorable Chief Minister, we worked on a plan, and under his chairmanship, we came up with this fantastic plan of collaborative convergence mechanism and methodology, where we have adopted about 1,000 odd villages. In 1,000 odd villages, we are going to create model villages out of each one of them. And you will be delighted that with one thought of the Honorable Chief Minister, corporates have lined up to come and collaborate and partner with this initiative. So we have all the big names, all the corporates with us in this initiative. But that's not what I want to talk about. What I want to talk about is, in this initiative, I came up with this advertisement which said, because we want to change 1,000 villages, we need 1,000 20 to 25-year-olds to leave their jobs, come and stay with us for 2 years in the villages, between the villagers, in their houses, and work for them. And we will not give you a salary, we will only give you a stipend. Can you imagine how many people applied? More than 5,000 people applied. And we selected just about 250 out of them. And these 250 boys and girls, mind you, 20% girls, go down to the villages, stay in the houses, eat with the villagers in their homes. And they have taken up on themselves to change the face of the village. And today, I must admit that I see a Shweta Shalini in all of them. And so can I see a different person, a different mind, a well-trained driver in each one of you sitting here. All I have to say is, we have one life. One song unites us all. If I play one song, the national anthem, all of you are going to stand up and unite for the pride of the nation. It's going to be pitch dark, but I light one candle, and there's going to be light. Huge ships lose their way, but when they want to come back on their own path, they look at just one star, which is called the pole star. I'm sure you've heard the Honorable Prime Minister saying this, every vote counts, one vote counts, and that's your vote. In a very similar manner, one life we have, one decision we need to take, and the decision is to be different, is to make a difference. Remember, with everything you do, make a difference to your society, to your country, and to yourself. My story will continue because I've just about started. My plot is fixed. But what's important is, for the next 15 years, India needs you. Thank you so much.